So welcome, Betty. Thank you so much for joining me on this video call. Maybe you'd like to start just by saying a little bit about Betty and Forex Global Solutions.
Arun, thanks for taking the time today. I'm glad we could get together again. We're looking forward to working with you and your group. I'll give you a little bit of background of where we are. Forex Global Solutions was established in 2007 as a managed account company. We do wealth management for brokers, individual investors, institutional investors, and we offer several strategies which let the client diversify their funds, which is unusual in this business. Usually you have, people solicit one strategy, because that's all they have. Our company works with several professional teams. Usually when I say teams, there are teams because, as you know, the Forex trades 24 hours, 5 days a week. So, the market's open, and when you're in positions, we like to make sure that the client's accounts are being monitored properly. And, it's been a good run so far. We have a lot of satisfied clients around the world.
Okay, so can you tell me exactly how a managed account works? What happens?
Well, a managed account is exactly that. A client would open an account in their own name at a broker that we designate, and they would sign what's called a power of attorney document allowing us to trade the account. We can only trade it, and if we're successful, it says that we could collect a designated fee at the end of each month. If we lose money in a month, we have to make that money back prior to collecting another fee.
And what's the fee? What's the amount that a trader would pay every month?
Well, the client generally would pay somewhere around 30% per month. Some traders, teams want a little bit more, and some will work for a little bit less, but 30 is about the average of performance fees. So if a client put, let's say, $10,000 in an account and traded for a year and made 50%, so they would have $15,000 less 30% of the $5,000 they made, which is about $1,500 in fees. Now that's it seems like that's some money, but you got to realize that you're hiring professional traders, the same as people, let's say, on Wall Street do. So, these guys, some of them work for hedge funds, and some of them work as quants and work for banks. But they all developed a system that they trade. So it's kind of like getting proprietary information for very little money. It's like the expression I use, why trade yourself and spend all those hours when you don't have the experience doing it, when you could have somebody do it for you, and you could go to the beach and pretty much make the same amount of money.
Okay, so will the traders' accounts exactly match what the traders put down? If they put a particular sell or buy order, say for example, the professional trader buys euro US dollar, will my traders' accounts also have a buy trade on the euro US dollar?
That's correct. It'll either the accounts will either be on a master account, and a master account, I'll explain, is an account where there's a group of people, and that group comprises 100% of the account. And if one person in the group comprises 1% of the account, they would get 1% of the profit. So if there's let's say $100,000 on a master account, and the guy has $1,000 of his own money on that master account, his allocation from the win or the loss would be 1%. If a guy had $10,000 of the 100,000, his allocation would be 10% of the profit or loss. So the one trade would be large enough to cover everybody's money in the account. Or if some brokers use a copy system, then each trade would get distributed to the client's account, the same as every other as soon as it's entered. And they would get their own profit and loss that they'd see in the account.
Okay, so you're working with MT Cook, and what system do they use? Do they use the percentage allocation, or do they use the copy trading?
They have several available, but for now we're using the copy trade system. So the client would open an account. That account would be linked to my account or our company account, and every time we put a trade in, whoever is linked up would get a distribution of trade.
And are the two trading, the professional traders and the individual traders, are they trading with the same broker, or do your traders trade with various different brokers, and you try and get them to copy using MT Cook's system?
Well, we trade for different groups in different parts of the world, so we have different brokerages. So the trader would lay in the trade through his system, and it would get distributed to the various brokers. And for the various brokers, it would get distributed to the various clients. If they're on a master account system, it will be distributed to the master account. If they're on a copy trade system, when the order is entered, it would go right into their account automatically at the same time.
Is there sometimes differences when the two different brokers will have different price feeds or
There's,
something?
there's always a difference because some brokers have different time on their MT4, some brokers have different spreads, some brokers have different liquidity providers, and there's always a slight variation, but it's not that great.
Okay, so there won't be much difference in if one trade makes a small winning, the other one wouldn't be in a loss because of the differences in spread doing
No,
like that,
it shouldn't be a loss unless there's a large slippage at one broker. And for most of the accounts, we don't trade during major events, so that really shouldn't be an issue.
Okay, and how many different trading styles do you have on your books?
Well, we have 7 systems right now, and they're all a little bit different. One's, let's say, a news trading system. One's a scalping system. One's trades off the futures market, and they're all unique in their own right. And they all, our system, the way we work is to strive always to find better traders. And even within finding the better traders, you always have the bottom part. That's like a Six Sigma type of approach to the business. And we always encourage the clients to go to the guys that are been making money consistently, because the market's very liquid. It changes very fast, and we have systems that follow the market pretty close. And they make money, some make money when it's consolidated, some make money when it's trending, some make money when they're in news. And, if a client comes and diversifies their money, if they have a large enough account, which is what we recommend, then they could get covered in each one of these scenarios.
What would they have to do? Would they have to open up separate accounts or just one account?
No, generally they open one account, and the broker will give them sub-accounts.
Okay,
So
and then that sub-account would follow one of your traders'
Yeah.
accounts, and another sub-account would follow another strategy.
Yeah, that's the way it kind of works.
Okay, it sounds interesting.
It's been working pretty good for all these years. I expect it'll keep going.
Oh, that's wonderful. How do people get in touch with you? How do they find out more?
Well, we work with agents and partners like yourself, and we're on the internet under www.forex global solutions, and we have different partner in the African countries. So you have a far reach, and they could contact you, or if they want to contact us directly. We are at info@forexglobalsolutions.com by email. Skype, we're at Forex Global Solutions, and they could contact you. You could give them your contact information. where they could call us, but it's kind of far and it costs them a lot of money. We have phone. We answer the phone, from early in the morning till probably 9 o'clock at night daily, but that's on Eastern Standard Time. And you're 7 hours ahead of us.
Well, if someone wants to call you, do you mind just giving them your telephone number so that they can?
Yeah, the telephone number is +1 for the country, 561-807-1969.
Betty, thank you so much for your time. Just want the viewers to know that I am going to be opening up an account with you guys, and I'll be sharing my results with you so you guys can have a look.
Good, and if anybody wants to see some history, we have anything that people want to see, and we're available for any questions, and people should take advantage of that because it's new to a lot of people, and we want to make them comfortable.
Great. Betty, thank you so much. I'll speak to you again soon.
Thanks, and have a nice day.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.